Yes, we do have a new look. We do have our super chats. I'll put them up on the screen briefly, and we will be closing the super chats shortly. So I'll get the banner off the screen in a minute and we can have a quick chat. And then as soon as we go into the first super chat, what we are going to do is close it down, and that's so that we can directly get into the super chat. So first in, best dressed. How are we all doing? I'll open the chat box up and we'll have a bit of a chat. So you might have noticed I am changing a few things on YouTube. I'm trying to get organised both for now into 2025. Hi, Giggle. So if you're noticing a bit of a different look, it's because, you know, we're trying to prepare and get ready to get into 2025 and beyond with the new content. The next up and coming video is going to be the Moon in Capricorn. And also for those of you in the members, we are going to be getting that content to you very soon. And any of the new stuff, hopefully what I'm going to do is pre-record it and it will be released to you guys first and to the public after. So extra perks of being a member, as well as Discord and the coaching. The other day I jumped on because I saw a subject coming up and it was easier to really have a chat. So I did a very quick live for the members to give them some pointers and tips. Hi, sweet. How are you? How are you doing, Stella? You taking care of yourself? How are you going, Giggle? How's everyone's ascension process going? I tell you, I'm so tired. Lord. You know, Saturn's gearing up, ready to go retrograde. Saturn going retrograde, I do believe we're going to feel tired. We're also going to have revelations. And it's funny because I have read some posts both online and really from my personal experience, we can have revelations. A lot of people are talking about it as a dream basis. Yes, from the Pisces axis it can be, but more so as Neptune goes retrograde. Neptune and I don't really get on because they tell me, it shows me some home truths rather. So we can feel extremely busy at this point, as Stella was saying. And we really do need to pay attention to our mental health. There is Better Health Online. So Pisces being that it is collectively linked to, you know, psychology, mental well-being, it's Saturn. It's like we're going to have these revelations maybe where we need to change some things in its retrograde, which I may go into doing some updates in relationship to that. So don't be surprised if you're feeling quite fatigued. And your sleeping patterns as well, especially with solar flares coming in, the Schumann, we can find that our sleeping patterns at this point in time are really wreaking havoc on us. I actually woke up at 2:30 and it was like, okay, I'll just be productive. So if I look like death warmed up, it's because I've been awake since 2:30. And then by the time I wanted to go to bed, I was hungry. So it was just all over. Oh. Hi, Moon Baby. How are you? Yeah, so it has been pretty full on. I'm just getting the cards ready. I have got the chakra cards out as well as Abraham Hicks and Romance Angels. For those of you that purchased a super chat, we will be having a look at those and what messages they have for you, as well as with the tarot. So the first individual, we've got about 10 minutes. And then I will close super chats down. So if you want a super chat, jump in and grab it now. Otherwise it'll be closed and we're getting into it. I've got yours, Kerry. Yours is on the screen. So here is our super chats. They're all there. Don't stress. We've got everyone. So how are you traveling, Kerry? So we'll feel tired. We're going to have revelations. I would say really look to the points of both Pisces and Virgo. Definitely looking after our wellness. Try and keep our hydration up. Psychic attacks are possible. It was really interesting. Even my daughter was saying that she's experiencing some strange phenomena, which, you know, those of us that maybe have a transit happening over the 12th house, or if you're very psychic in nature, you could be a Cancer or a Pisces. Leos also can be directly affected by this. Separately, regardless, whomever is directly having a transit quite heavily aspected over the 12th house. Also, to really care for your mental well-being, your mental wellness. I believe, let me have a look. Yeah, definitely Aries. Definitely Aries. Which way is up? That's about right, you know, because it is the 12th house. And so with Saturn being there, we can be getting to a space where we're directly saying to ourselves, because Saturn's almost like really looking at the structures in our life. Maybe if we've given our power away and we maybe have been, Pisces also in this placement that we're all experiencing collectively, it's not very decisive. Let me put it that way. So unfortunately, it can be a very, Saturn is aiding us to make it positive, even though we might not feel that, because it feels as though Saturn's been kicking our ass. But it is there to say, okay, look, you know, this situation, this dream, whatever it be, you know, you're wanting it. But if you're wanting it, well, okay, now in the retrograde, as it goes retrograde, what we're going to be able to do is reflect upon, have I taken direct steps to address that area of my life? Am I in alignment with that? Is it still in resonance with myself? Who, you know, whatever that area is for you. Giving our power away, unhealthy boundaries, maybe not taking enough accountability, maybe taking too much accountability for other people's things or ours, and it's burdensome. So we're going to try and find some structure in that area, but newfound wisdom with that structure. And it can be quite karmic if we are ignoring it, and it can be quite burdensome. But nevertheless, yeah, definitely. I've been finding I have been getting organised, although the retrogrades can be that where it's almost like I still feel we are dealing with old situations. So it could be tweaking old situations, fine-tuning things, organising our homes, organising the structure of our lives, maybe having some spiritual triggers and needing to work through them. You know, it's like the vault from an emotional, psychological point of view, and redirecting that frequency. Bit of codependency can come up as well. And definitely projection. We're going to get into the super chat, so we're going to be here till midnight. So we do have Kerry. I'm going to pull you. The first card you got, which is funny, Kerry, is the psychic card. And I did say, you know, with your transits at the moment, especially with Pisces transiting over your 12th house, you can go into a pure invincible state where you feel, right, you're going to go conquer the world. And then you could go to the polar opposite where you could be like, why the hell am I bloody doing this? You also could be very intuitive and receptive. But like I said, you're going to have to use crystals. You're going to need to tune out of negative people, and to circle yourself with positive situations. You might want to do a bubble chart. And it was funny because my daughter was talking about this the other day. She said, oh, have you got an image board, a vision board? And I said, yes, I've done those before, but most of the time my vision board is mentally. I'm a very intellectual person where I visualize things, and that's sort of where mine come from. But yes, in the past I actually have done a vision board. Hers was based on something polar opposite, but it doesn't really matter what the context of the vision board is. I think right now, all of us collectively, as well as you, Kerry, you know, what would really be good is going, okay, what are my direct goals? What is at the very top of the pyramid and what's at the very bottom? And where am I just considering everybody else, but maybe not myself? And where can I come back into alignment to actually make that dream come true? Live more authentically in the vibration of what I feel is correct for me, not by what society's standards is or anything to that degree. But, you know, there can be subjects to manifestation. You could be one, you know, sometimes we can get into a negative polarity and it can be, how did I manifest this shit? So you got to be very intentional about your thoughts at this point in time. And it's not that one is good or one is bad, just very mindful of what you're thinking, maybe journaling, and definitely getting some rest. So be that you're listening to your body and you're saying, look, I'm just going to give X amount of hours a day. I'm going to go home. I'm going to recover. I'm going to use this time to recover so I can make some positive choices, both for my health, and I'll give so much better out of this. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups. Now, what's in your past position? Yeah, there could be some old things that are coming up for you. Yes, it could be lack mentality. And again, I will reiterate, it is not that you're a bad person if you go through this. Sometimes jealousies or shadow energies or, almost looking like somebody else has more than what we have. What can actually happen is we can have a revelation about what we do want. You also can have a revelation that people in the past have been extremely jealous of you, and it's almost like sometimes it has sabotaged you. So you're cautious to show your light because there could be some sense of consequence if you do show your light, but it's going to the past. So whatever it is, whatever that belief system, blockage, situation is, it is moving to the past position because I feel in a frequency sense you're needing to proceed forward. So it could have been something that you went through, something that you had a light bulb moment about. If there's something you're wanting, I think in the heart of it, you do know you have what it takes. You may just need to make some hard decisions. Also, I can't say everything is permission-based because it's not. Your heart chakra at the moment, you might feel very cautious. You might feel quite used in particular areas of your life. But again, it's the heart healing and it's acknowledging the emotions because, again, where our vibration is, we generally are, how do I put it? It's almost like attracts like. I don't think this is what you're going to re-attract in. I think you're trying to sum up a situation and make sense of everything. And you could be seeing some commonalities of things that happened in the past. There is subjects to do with home because we've got the moon energy here. I'm seeing home, family, emotions, you wanting to feel safe, you wanting to have somewhere to lay your head down. You're feeling very tired, like you're really feeling at the moment is that you have a lot of desires, but as to solutions with the directions, you're finding that you're really not having that at this point in time. And that's why I'm really seeing that it's kind of healthy for you to go, no, you do have the instincts. You do know what you need to do. You do know what you could do. And I really just keep picturing this image board. If you get this image board up and you write everything down, I feel you're actually going to see the truth of what you're desiring aside from what everybody else wants and what you feel at this point in time you have to do, if that makes sense. You also feel from it, it's like your soul is arguing with itself. You also could be very conflicted by certain environments at this point in time. The conflict also can come from a space of, again, what way to go, how to perceive a situation. Let's pull a clarifier on that. Is this a person, place, or thing, place? I think it's a bit of everything. I think it's a person, place, and thing. It's memories of the past. It's direct environments. It could be home, work, friendship groups. Again, moon, family, tribe. It's just, it is a lot. You don't want to make anyone happy, but you're going to have to. Yeah, that's, yeah, because inevitably you're unhappy anyway. So it's like, if you were happy, would they be happy or unhappy? There's no guarantee either way. But if you're unhappy, it's not going to get any better, if you know what I mean. It's about really coming from, if it's a temporary situation, that's fine. But I think at this point it's coming to a head. There could be some gossip coming through the grapevine at this point in time. This could be to do with a person of the past. This could be a conflict that this person is having with either a previous relationship or a current relationship. There can be some gossip coming through the grapevine. It also could be a feeling that you're going to have all of a sudden that it's coming in. You also could be quite conflicted about how to feel about this person at this point in time. Major changes coming, major choices. You've had the moon here twice. You've got the 8 of Cups and you have the moon. So lots coming up in a sense of change. I feel in the next few weeks. I don't feel this is too far into the future. You are open to love, but at the same time, you're kind of looking at it like you've got too much going on. And that's why they're saying you need to clear the deck. You need to be open to your life. Yeah, you need to be open to this. And also to, yeah, what you're going to be very tested here. This is really getting to a point. It's testing you. And I feel between now, I'd say September, October, I believe that's when we're having the next eclipses. I would say your faith at the moment of where you're going and how you perceive love, you could be very closed off, but regardless, it is forcing you to heal, and it's really going to give you no choice at all, because this is opening yourself up for this brand new chapter. And it's several different directions in your life that are going to be popping off simultaneously. It is there to benefit and grow you. I'm going to pull an Abraham Hicks card. But I can definitely see this apprehension. I feel as Saturn goes retrograde, you're going to know what these things are. And I also feel as though for you, psychically, what I'm picking up, it's like you kind of do know what you're desiring. You could have been delaying for it's almost like for a green flag of some description. But they're saying that the time is ripe. It's so close that, yes, major changes are going to be in the mix. Every relationship I establish is eternal. Okay, it is our desire that you come to remember that every relationship is eternal, and that once it has been established, it is part of your vibration makeup furthermore, and that in your power of now, where all that you have become, these cards are so random. And so the obvious observer of the situation, wanted or unwanted, no, yeah, it's like the laws of attraction. They're basically referencing the laws of attraction. Makes you co-creative partner of an experience. So it's almost like attracts like. You've changed now. So because you've changed, you've done work on yourself. Your perception of this physical future for yourself, especially when it comes to the heart chakra and healing, the love vibration, the contract vibration, the laws of attraction with this frequency, you are accidentally looking at it like you're going to keep attracting the same thing. Why does this keep happening to me? There is going to be a little bit of the key to it, and I feel it's once we get fed up of a certain situation and we evolve, which you have been doing work on yourself, you actually will not attract the same situation again. And you can turn this about. So when we have an acknowledgement from universe, and that's our intuition, I need to change this, I'm picking up on the sixth sense, and we choose to ignore it, it can be quite calming. So we do need to learn to listen to our intuition. But what is being attracted into your life is so that you can grow and learn. It can also be a belief that you have towards yourself. And trust me, I've been working on this last few weeks. I'm like, seriously, did I manifest some of this shit? Romance card and a chakra card. Whoa, that just jumped up. Okay, they're saying that this connection that you have both with yourself and another individual is very, it's very sacred. I'll let you read it. Honor and treasure your relationships, for it is truly sacred. Okay. One chakra card, so they're basically saying it is. Okay. Don't look at it in a different way. Don't look at it that you weren't worthy or it wasn't meant to come towards you. It is. You are. I just saw the purple color, which is definitely your 12th house. 12th house sucks. I just thought it's really great when you have revelations to do with that. You have these little vault moments and you're like, wow, you can have out-of-body experiences. Okay, what does Carrie need to know in her chakra at this point in time to aid her moving forward? Ooh, like that's way too many. You got to, the first thing I did see prior to shuffling the cards was purple, which again, it's psychology. Change of home. Looking at home and family differently, making peace with it. Heart chakra healing and a physical choice of a left and right. You know what to do, but you're allowing your intuition to kind of jump in. Which is it intuition or is it ego? Sometimes it's like, no, I don't like that recipe, so I can't see how that would be a solution. But they're really changing your situation at this point in time, because they're saying you actually could be attracting somebody into your life that can really help you at this point in time as well. So be open to new chapters and changes. We have Giggle next. I'll have to shuffle along. I was like, yeah, I'll take those cards out. We'll do those. That'd be a good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, not too many. 8. FYI, Super Chat's closed. Yeah, I'll write it. I can't even spell. I'll pin it. There you go. We have Giggle. Let's see. What's coming up for your energy and any situation you're tuning into at this point in time? It's funny, I almost see you. This is random. The way I was shuffling the cards. It could be that you're very quiet and you could be filing your nails or doing something like that, but it's like you're processing, you're thinking. You might have even pulled yourself some cards, because of the way I was shuffling. It was like you were concentrating, but there's this thought process. You also feel you're going through the motions of something at the moment. Okay, let's pull. Whoa, okay, that's a definite one for you. You got 2 chakra cards. And it's not bad. And a romance. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, there is going to be a change of plans. There is going to be a change of the way things are going. More than likely, you already know you're like, okay, just you point blank, you're feeling different. Do you get what I'm saying? So is it a direct situation? It very well may be. But you have changed, and you're like, right, I've changed. My feelings have changed. The situation needs to change. It's changed. Change has happened. A major change has happened. Now, this could be, okay, the past position, it's kind of telling me 2 things. A, it could be gossip, or B, it could be that you felt something was going to be said, something was going to be revealed. I also feel there is, rush, okay. I'm going to tune into this a bit more. They've got a lot to say about this card, but I want to get the context correct, because they're wanting me to hit the nail on the head with the circumstance. Okay, this could have been a conversation point that played out. You could be reflecting upon it. It could be that you felt this person was harsh, or you were. I'm hearing don't second guess it. Everything is in divine order. Instinctually, I feel you're sensing that a person has something quite major to tell you. You wonder, you know, in the heart space, you know they can be everything that you picture them as. But what you're seeing, what's breaking at this point in time in a visual sense, is that you're seeing this person at times to be flighty or immature. But the funny thing is, it's almost like you want to be able to have this sense of liberation and freedom, and almost like to just be fancy free, to travel, to have fun. It's almost like I want to be like Mike kind of thing, but it's not, because you're not wanting to do anything to hurt anyone, but you just feel this person is very flighty. This connection is here, like it is a connection that is here, but you're very caught in your mind about how to perceive it at this point in time. This person also does worry that maybe you're going to travel, or you might meet somebody, that they do get paranoid at times. I've got a very good feeling, though. It's really strange. It feels like either A, you've gone through something quite heavy, or B, you've had a breakthrough. But I do feel a breakthrough coming, and I do feel it to be quite positive. You still particularly could be in the portal of it. They're asking you to try and have the strength to proceed because you're so very close. But at the moment, you can feel, gosh, this journey is pretty tough. But I do get this vibe that there's going to be a major breakthrough, and it's going to be chalk and cheese. So it's going to be very different to where you were or where you are right now. Okay, creativity is going to start coming through for you. It's also going to help with your psyche. You're going to have to, you know, have courage. I'm here. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Courage. This could be courage to just do your thing. But the heart chakra also, you could be very protective of your heart chakra at this point in time. Very cautious, very protective. There is some reworkings going on with this. And they're also saying that there's going to be a major overhaul about your image. This card, it's funny because A, I know the transits, B, it's coming through. You know, I'm seeing rainbows. I'm seeing the doves making peace with situations. I'm feeling almost face changing, like the energy of face energy, image, vibration. I can visualize my body as I want it to be. Now, I swear they're fives. Yep, 5. So big changes are coming. And it could be two areas, but definitely a lot of the way you are feeling about yourself. This could be to do with courage, confidence, sexuality, more so the orange chakra. But it's almost like it's giving you this va-va-vom back. It's like the revenge body. That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, does it have to be the physical body? No, it could be dressing. It could be face. It could be cosmetics, whatever it be. Something majorly is changing. And I also do feel somebody is going to give you a major compliment about your image, and it's really going to give you a boost. Yeah, you could be currently feeling funky. There could be some sluggish chakras that you're feeling at the moment, especially from fatigue energy. But I do feel this vibe is shifting very quickly. You're going to move through it very quickly. And it's almost like you're going to be quite assertive to be making some strong decisions. I don't know why they're referencing quiet and, you know, being away. But while being away, you're actually doing some big changes in the way you wish to proceed forward. It could feel like hermit mode, but it's not really. Internal hermit mode, maybe. Okay. Last thing you want to tell. What do you need us to know? I don't know why I get this. Whoever's pissed you off, they're going to regret mucking with you because you're quite protected. Whatever this is, it's going to change very quickly. I'm telling you, you could be really, really like looking at something quite negatively, but it's going to change so quickly. It's almost like they're wanting you to take a breather, wanting you to take a rest to prepare yourself, because they're saying It's going to be a 180 sort of thing. Whatever this is, it's happening very quickly. It's not giving you a lot of time. But the whole vibration is chalk and cheese. It's very, very different to what you currently feel right now. So, yeah, and it's coming in quickly. So whatever this situation is, you're going to have an outcome. It's going to be, I am actually feeling it's positive. I'm feeling you're going to be quite surprised. We will move on to the next individual. We have Marie. Do we have Marie in the house? My dog was chasing the chickens. Oh, not the chickens, the parrots and that. Can you please tell me what is going on with twin and how the union manifests in the 3D is pretty much detachment. It's when we reach acceptance on all levels. You almost get to a stage you're like, look, you can be good or bad. You can still come back. It just depends on how much I'm going to dance with you. But you're in quite detachment when they do come through. You're welcome, Giggle. Yeah, it's sort of like your life is no longer defined by this person. It's weird. It sounds odd, but and you could probably think back several times where this has actually happened to you and where it's completely flowed and you've been pretty much nonchalant, maybe choosing some big things you want to do in your life and bang, they're back again. And that's because you're detached. So if you can remain in detachment, you will achieve union. But there is a certain point in the journey where we do a lot of clearing. Yeah, well, Pisces does relate to the animals, so I'm not surprised. Okay. Now, let me reread your question. Tell me what is going on with my twin. I don't know why I get that this is more your energy than theirs because it's kind of joint. I think they sense that you are not happy. Now, could this be you've had communication? Maybe, but it's that they individually are feeling dissatisfied with the circumstance going on in their life, but they also feel you are too. There could be some circumstances going on surrounding their tribe and family. I don't know why they're coming through very traditional today, but they are. They do look to be either trying to find information about you. This can be through conversation. It could be through social media. Could be through the grapevine, but it feels kind of Snoopy-like. It's like they're trying to find out what's going on with you. This person is very, very private at this point in time. They keep their cards very close to their chest. It does feel like the emotions that they're having are picking up quite a lot. They feel as though they're trying to have the strength to move forward. But there's something either that they've let go of or moved away from, or they're trying to move away from, but it feels they've done it. I don't know why they're making a reference to the fact that it's going to be painful, but they know it has to be done. I think they've had this feeling quite heavily so in the last few weeks. They do tend to second guess themselves though. Have you had any communication with this person? Because some of the reference points they're making is almost like they're sensing you. Though this individual could be very intuitive. Because it's almost like arguments in the ethers, because it's physically like they've had a conversation with you. This could be something that they're tuning back into of what happened many moons ago. because definitely I do see them actually having conversation pieces in their mind about what you're needing, what you're wanting. They're replaying these things over in their head. 1 minute they're feeling super confident, they're jumping in the deep end. It's like they've got a toilet roll full of lists of what they need to do. And it does overwhelm them at times. They do feel you're part of their destiny, but they're very afraid of messing things up. And they could be dealing with a situation that could have a bit of red tape around it, a bit messy. They're very protective of themselves as well, especially after this. They feel very cautious about how they're proceeding forward. Again, I do pick there is going to be a change of plans. This person is holding their cards very close to their chest. They also could be speaking to a professional about how to address this. Whatever this is, it's a major decision. I do get maybe a transition of employment as well. As to you, they have a lot of chemistry, but they again, they're in this mindset that they don't want to fight this week. They don't want dramas. They're trying to step on each kind of stone as they go. But they are feeling very overwhelmed by a situation that they're currently dealing with. Very, very fatigued and very private. They know that part of this is them spiritually accepting that some changes need to happen. Something's really wearing them down, though, because a lot of these cards are making them look almost chronic fatigue. But again, it could be a situation they're just really not enjoying. I do get the olive leaf, and I don't know why. This could be an apology. This could be having to make amends with you in some shape or form, especially if a promise was made and it wasn't addressed. I just get that there. Two cards I'm picking up, and I don't know why I get this, but it's almost like a peace offering. Keeping it private, reflecting upon it, but wanting to offer you a peace offering. They also, I'm getting the Stars song. What's it called? If you don't know me by now, it's like they feel that you can intuitively read them, and they want you to trust your instincts. If you feel inclined to do something, they want you to trust your instincts because they're saying you know them very well. Okay, a romance card. These are a bugger to shuffle. You got a fresh start coming. Okay. Yeah, okay. Very interesting that you did ask. You did ask earlier, how do you actually reach union? And it's funny what this card says. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dream passionately. You know, making peace with the past and actually living your best life is generally how we manifest more of it. Acceptance is the key to the inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. And I remember somebody saying this to me, and I was like, but it's shit. There's a situation I'm dealing with that's shit. And that was what they were saying. No, accept that there's nothing you can do. Now, what do I mean by that? It was a totally unrelated situation. It was surrounding my twin flame path, and this person told me this message. They are spiritual. I coach them. They were giving me a message as well from a spiritual point of view. And I sat there and pondered it, and it didn't take long for it to land. And I would literally say it was within a few hours of me reaching acceptance. And the acceptance that I needed to reach was, oh my gosh, I can't make that. It could be like a karmic situation. It was actually a karmic situation. I can't like it. I empathize with that situation. I don't really like it. It's not part of my destiny. It's not even my problem. And that's what I had to accept because I was taking it on like it was. And once I realized it wasn't, within 24 hours, it resolved itself. And I actually had confirmation within about 2 hours, and I was gobsmacked. There is no point trying to change that of what is beyond your control. So make peace with it and have fun. You know, make peace with whatever you feel the blockage is, and say, okay, I'll give you an example. The person could be married. Making peace with it and knowing that you're not the one that needs to pull the pin takes a burden off your shoulders. Instead of you second guessing yourself, you go into detachment and you say, that is a path that I know maybe in some shape or form I had to address in some point in my life, and that person also can address it. But while we're fixated and going, would I need to convince this person? Would they need to do X, Y, and Z? When you let go of it, psychologically, it shifts. But they're asking you to live your best life. You know, what, and not fake it, actually live it. What would that look like? What would you be doing to live your best life, aside from a relationship? That's a very separate situation. But what ultimately would bring your vibration high? They're asking you to own your power, to own your baba boom. It's your sacral chakra. And I'll grab an Abraham Hicks card. What do we need to know about that, please? Oh, okay, we've got a jumper. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's always a mirror. Conditions that affected my parents need not affect me. Sometimes our physical conditioning can be something in a sense where having a perspective, especially in a spiritual relationship, like a twin flame relationship, for instance, you can be looking at it and going, well, you know, this is what I had in my childhood and I want so much better, or, oh my gosh, I've actually been through that and that means that they're going to go through that. It's about looking at the fact that we all have different experiences and that things are going to be different for you. Well, they'll be. It's actually started raining. What appears to be an inherited tendency is usually the law of attraction, responses to thoughts and learned from our childhood. Although the cells in the body can learn vibrations, your cells only get out of alignment when you are. So was there a particular thing that popped into your mind this week? That could be, it's really great to journal because it can actually help us get into alignment. What I'm picking is, on your side of the fence, you spiritually feel there's a slight blockage. You're about to choose a particular method for your life moving forward. You could be holding on for hope in some shape or form and really maybe wanting to check in if something directly has evolved, but something has evolved because something in you from a vibrational level's evolved. So therefore, yes, on their side, something has too. We have next, we have Cosmic Journey. How are we doing, Cosmic Journey? She's probably asleep by now. She'd be like, no, I'm not, Yildiz. But definitely I'd think about what you were thinking prior, maybe some vibration that was coming up for you. You're most welcome. I hope it helps. I just say what my guides tell me to. And it's supposed to make sense to you, not to me. So hopefully it's done that. Oh, okay. You got what's going on here? You got the star card. It's flicked off to the right. It's like, are you avoiding? Have you got something coming in that you're like, Okay, so Cosmic Journey, you're up next. You have the star card here. You've got this bright, it's like always darkest after the dawn. Some doors are going to be opening for you, but it's almost like you're putting it on the back burner. What is this door? This door could be a person, place, or thing. This could be a offer. I don't know why I get all of a sudden changing directions. This isn't, how do I space this? How do I word it rather? It's unexpected. It could be suddenly maybe wanting to do something different for work. Whatever you're doing differently, whatever comes up, it could be an offer. Could you come in for a week? Oh, we need you for this or that, or a changed approach, whatever this is. I get a very, very strong feeling some other opportunities are coming. I also do feel there could be somebody that is very, very attracted to you. And this does feel separate to a spiritual connection. This could also be your feeling. I'm just going to move forward and I might meet someone. But this does feel like meeting somebody. You have planted the seeds. There is going to be a harvest for you. This can be a very, very solid time where you could be reassessing all your most intimate connections. I also do feel the Saturn goes retrograde. This can be quite heavy for you. You need to pay attention to both Saturn and Neptune because they really can be transforming your area of career, vibration, confidence, I would say as well. There is a partnership here. I feel as though there is something going down with them on their side of the fence. Again, when you do look to the partnership, you're wary about stagnation. You want the devil in the detail, okay? But again, I do get this feeling, and it's a very positive feeling. Feels like a super exciting offer's coming. You may travel, and I feel like you're going to be in two minds about which one to choose. We do have the Two of Coins, but I'm getting it's almost like a choice between two paths, a choice between two roads. Feels really exciting, though. They're saying the other path is still going to be there, but you're just second guessing yourself. So be open to it. Don't, if you've got something to say, definitely, use the communication. They're saying don't be scared to communicate how you feel, because I feel it's going to be taken quite positively, because I also don't feel whatever this thing is that you want to talk to a person about, that it's going to be negative. I think it's actually going to be eloquently said. Yeah, power and forgiveness. Power. It's almost like the serpent's there. You instinctively know what is right for you and what you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Okay, the next one. Stop focusing your energy on past events. And this is, you need to take this quite contextually. For life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So again, if you have been reflecting upon, oh gosh, I would say a lot of us have done this. There is a new chapter here, right? This could be thinking back to karmic relationships, previous relationships. Again, I'm just feeling you're letting the past psychologically go. And because of that, you're actually moving into your power. You're speaking from the here and now. You're addressing things from the here and now. And you're just being really honest about where you stand. There is a lot of love here. There's also a lot of passion to do with your purpose in life. But you're also starting to have a lot more love for self and choosing to harmonize your inner feminine and masculine. It's almost like internally you could feel at times you're in war between the both. You also may have felt that you've had to be a masculine energy for a long time, and as soon as you move into feminine energy, that you're at war with it. Because it's almost like this is the same person. This is the same energy, and it's like a scorpionic energy kind of stinging it. You got to make peace with both sides. And it's also asking you to let light in, to allow yourself to be vulnerable, really. I think sometimes we can look at vulnerability as dangerous, that we could be maybe gullible, naive, or in harm's way. And it's saying no, because you are your advocate and you can be both the masculine and the feminine, and you're going to know what's right for you. But whatever this opportunity is, it feels exciting. And look, it doesn't have to be romantic. I feel it could be to catch up with a group of friends, to go on a holiday. But it's a spur of a moment thing, and it does feel very, very positive. It's only temporary. It's not permanent. And it's going to open some other doors and avenues for you. It also could be an offer of work. But I definitely see you having the star coming, and they're saying, be open to it. Accept it. Accept the star and know what is for you will always be there for you, and it will return. It's yours. Can also motivate it to open up and shift. So I don't see anything bad there. Bored. Wakey, wakey, Yildiz. Tracy, we are getting through the list gradually, surely but gradually. How are you, Tracy? Got to put the chat back up. We have Tracy. Not too bad. I'm awake. I'm surprised I'm awake, actually. Especially waking up at 2:30. Let's see what's coming up for you. Oh, okay. You're being very cautious. It's almost like there was a lesson that you learned and you're being very cautious. You're not, yeah, you're very, I just keep hearing it. You're very cautious. You're being very cautious. We've got the Tower in reverse and I'm just getting cautious. It's like coming out of the woods, you're making better sense and better choices and doing it. There's a lot of wisdom involved here. So the circumstance you're dealing with this month, and it can just be this week, you're going to be very cautious about how you're going to step forward, how you're going to proceed, how you're going to perceive, how you're going to address. If you have gone through a hard time in the last few months, they're saying things can ease up to a degree, but what you're really desiring is to have better luck. You may need to clear your energy as well. If there has been any insecurities and old feelings that have cropped up, I don't know why they're wanting you to turn into the energy of young at heart. There is a need for playfulness. Maybe you felt everything's been super serious of late. This also could be a child. Do you have a child? It's either referencing young at heart or I think it's both, or it could be a physical child. But it's playfulness, a lot of playfulness. You know, not wanting to be so serious, not wanting to have so many serious dynamics playing out in your life that you can be playful. You are going to feel more optimistic, but I think that you're going to be selective about how you deal with things. Yeah, I just see it very selective. I feel that a big weight is coming off your shoulders. I don't know why I get this. I almost feel there could be a boss of some description that's going to get their butts kicked. You're protected. Whatever this is, it feels as though you are protected. But we do have the Devil card here. And, you know, the bugbear at the moment, we do need to be pretty careful with Saturn and Pisces. And, you know, crossing our T's and dotting our I's. But I just get that there is a person here maybe that bought toxicity. They could be getting their dues. It's like there. Yeah. If you've been waiting on some information to come towards you, this could be a letter, a document, word, whatever it is. It's coming in very soon. I'm also hearing, what song is this? Somebody I used to know. Who sings that song? It seems like there's a blast from the past coming here. But you're getting out of the woodworks, honestly. So if it has been hard, they're saying you're actually coming out of it. Somebody also is going to get their karma. You could also be looking at people going, what are you doing? You need to be careful. You need to have open eyes. Like something is very matter of fact to you and it frustrates you. Maybe the others don't see it that way. It's just frustrating. Look at that. First card, the mind. Listen to your intuition. Okay. Yeah, you're like, how do I attract these psychos into my life? I don't know. That's what I'm getting. You are, again, things look so logical. Do you know what I mean? You're just looking at things very logically. You can't understand why the people don't get it. You have opened the third eye a lot further maybe than some, and it just happens to be you're at a particular, vibration of your journey. Also, some people that you are attracting into your life could be you are helping them transform and evolve, or it could be vice versa. Again, they're saying be playful. There could be circumstances coming towards you, and if you're wondering, how would I react if that situation played out? They're saying be playful, okay? Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. And I think it's really sending out an SOS, putting that energy out there in a positive way, be it you're dreaming about the situation, be it you're thinking into it. I feel you're going to be playful. I feel you're going to be connecting with people that are like-minded. You're going to be upbeat and light and trying to not take things too seriously. But I definitely feel you are coming out of the woodworks of a negative situation, and I see this moving in a very positive direction for you. So also trust your instincts, trust your third eye instincts, because I do feel that you have a very good sixth sense for how to proceed forward. And yeah, trust your instincts, because they're saying you're quite on the ball with this. You could be sensing, feeling, and picking up on things, and they're saying yes, what you're picking up on a higher level is positive, and to try and trust that. Try to look at the positive. We have twin flame love potions. How are we, twin flame love potions? It was funny. I was randomly looking at these videos last night, and they were talking about a bridge in Queensland. It's like, oh, heck, I didn't know it needed repairing. And it wasn't a bridge. It was actually a dam. You're trying to be positive. It's okay to be angry. You know what I mean? It's 100% okay to be angry with situations. It's 100% okay to have a feeling about a situation. It's not criminal. It's articulating it, though. Being kind and loving yourself and just going, oh, I need to articulate this, and telling your people with their communication this year, it's going to be pretty shit. Because we each understand, have a different level of absorbing information. It can be audio, it can be examples, visual, reading. So however that comes through, if you cover all bases and you're very cautious, it's always going to be received. And then hopefully we have honoured how we feel on that ferryman. Okay. Okay. It's almost like you feel life has multiple choices, but it's not in a good way. You're like, what? It's like, I'm just getting, it's okay. You're in the Seven of Cups, but I don't know why I feel it's like you almost like what's coming around the corner. I'm in the multiple choice section. How do I pick the right choice so I don't mess up? It's not that you've messed up, okay? But you're trying to be cautious about what you select. You could be playing it safe, okay? Again, don't second guess that you're delusional or anything to that degree. Focus on the dream, but also look at what you want to make a reality. It's like, okay, what within my power on my side of the fence can I do to actually make this a physical thing play out for myself, because you are in the heart space. You actually are in the Magician energy. Now, this person, you may have felt, the individual you're dealing with, you may have felt that they are out of alignment. And I don't think so. I just think it was, this person is actually showing up as a king, okay? Not an emperor, but they have transformed. So they have transformed. They do have an intention here. They do want this to be a transformation and a change. They're just wondering how to make that happen. It's almost like they keep coming back to the same, how can I say it? Yeah, technically. They're ambitious, they go-getters, but I don't feel this is in the context of career. I feel this is in the context of wanting to be okay. Now, I don't know. They've got a conundrum here. They've got a bit of a bugbear. There could be something that is wrapping up. It isn't happening in a timely fashion, in their opinion. They're frustrated. They feel you understand. They also do pick up when you're cross. Yeah. It's like arguing with your child, really. You know, you're like, Mum said no. I said no. Yeah. So it has evolved. It is evolving. I think both parties here in the mix are balancing, but I don't know why. It feels like there could be a passing on their side of the fence. Or maybe this is what they're thinking, like an ending of things. You spiritually could be feeling this is the end. It hasn't transformed. But you're actually in the Magician energy. So you're in a very good position. You are in a very good position. This person either is knowing that they have to be cautious in the way they proceed forward. It could be because of an ex or a karmic or a direct cycle that they're currently dealing with. It could be from a financial point of view, and it kind of feels somehow it's kind of like that. So they're making reference to the point that you know what this is, that they are getting into balance, and they could be actually talking to somebody that has experience. Yeah, you just want to know what the plan is. You're like, I need to know the plan. I need to know the plan if I'm making an extra sacrifice. I want to know what I'm sacrificing for. And you're going to weigh up the pros and cons, because at this point in time, you feel it's a one-sided transaction. Okay? Let's see. I think sometimes we need context. Does that make sense? We maybe would be more inclined to negotiate if we had context. But hey, also for some, communication. Whoa. Okay, they're saying if you feel that you're having to be cold to do with the situation, is your sympathy. Look, it's one thing to be like extreme, you know, negative, aggressive, narcissistic. That's not going to serve anyone. But to also, in your mind, you could be looking at a situation. This could be in relationship. This could be in the context, could be to do with the karmic. And you could be going, why am I feeling sorry for this situation if it's toxic? Well, it's not our partnership, right? It's hard. Yeah, I think you are putting the foot down with yourself, because you are spiritually ready for a new chapter. But it's funny, it is directly affecting your vibration. I can focus on my physical well-being. Yeah, I think what is bringing you down is you thinking about how they're going to solve this. And they're actually suggesting that you tune out of that. That's not your problem. But when we hear that, it's like, yeah, but that inadvertently is affecting me. Yeah, but once you decide that you are worth the whole cake, for instance, in life, even if there is a blockage and there's a lock and key on it, once you decide, it's almost like it actually sorts itself and unlocks itself. So they're saying get into the correct vibration. I think there could be a little bit of a purge coming if you haven't had one already. And as you go through that, I think you can be more strict. This person's going to be quite shocked to do with the change. You have been very nurturing, but you're going to be very direct with what you're desiring now. Pull your romance card. Yeah. They're actually saying to just acknowledge what you are wanting. Look deeper within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. And I think it's about self-love as well. Self-love within your masculine and feminine energy, but also this person does love you. So don't second guess that this person isn't in love with you or doesn't care for you if this is a romantic situation. I feel as long as you know what that is, you will be more inclined to say, hey, this is what I see my life looking like. And I think if you can do that, whatever they feel then the blockages are, you can just look at them and go, well, that's nothing I can actually change, but that's only something you can change. And we don't actually have forever. You get what I'm saying? So that's not attachment. That's a physical, logical statement. I empathize and understand. I do have unconditional love for you. But I'm open to, you know, what is going to be best for my wellness, best for my psyche. But it does mean if you're saying such, you need to, while they're doing that, stay on your side of the fence and not contact. Because then that will be you've made your statement, you got to let it be. And keep vibrating in that alignment of that belief. You can still love the person, but you can't renegotiate the terms because the terms have been written. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you say, look, I'm really looking for a relationship, and they're like, oh, I don't really know, you need to be, well, I know what I want. You're not saying you're going to be there for a million years, but you're also not going to keep ringing up to double check if they're ready. That is going to do the polar opposite. You need to step back. Okay? But state the obvious and then let it be. And I think the laws of attraction, it's actually going to attract it back in towards you. Dawn, how are we doing, Dawn? Have you had a great week, Dawn? It's easier said than done, but it does work. I'm telling you, it does. It's just accepting what you feel you believe. You can tell, yeah, you can tell them, but you've got to vibrate it. Well, you need to put your future together. That's part of the yin and yang. When we are having that feeling like we need saving in a certain thing, we don't get it. You know, it goes away. But if you feel somehow your furniture, you know, because again, even furniture, I know it sounds trivial, but until they are physically in the whole relationship, we're just getting crumbs. And it's like, do the furniture yourself. It sounds cow-like, but trust me, because it's always going to go to your head going, but does that mean we can have some more quality time? And it's just such crumbs. Future and furniture, future and renovations. It's like, no, you want to live in my life, you need to get the tickets to the movie. And then you can know what's happening inside this abode behind my closed door, in my bedroom, you know. And you will get to that. I'm telling you, very naturally, you will get to that. It's called, you know, in Australia, it's called hire a hubby. It's a contracting company to come out and do the shit for us. Now, let's see. How you doing, Dawn? Is Dawn in the house or is she gone off to siesta? And next super chats, checking the members. Yep, they close 10 minutes into starting. So try and get your super chats in before they start. We have the next schedule there. I'll pick 3. Oh, you got big questions, Dawn. You got big changes. I know it sounds trivial, but I'm telling you, it does actually work. Well, like I said before, in your twin flame path coming this far, 90% of you will end up in union. Why? It's because you wouldn't be incarnated and gone through your dark night of the soul without you actually doing that. You just might have a slight blockage at this point in time for the alignment to come in. Okay. You can have a lot coming at you at this point in time. You also might be tuning into a direct individual and be feeling that they're quite unstable, but you also could be a bit unhinged to do with some things at the moment. I'm feeling as though you may need some rest. You could be trying to get out of your head where it does come to reviewing the romantic situation of life. But I'm also saying from a contract point of view, you've got a lot of opportunities, but you're going to have to be very, very selective about what you do select, because there is a chance here you could get quite worn down. I don't know why I'm hearing double booking. Yeah, you're being very careful with your heart. You're being very careful with, you could have had a revelation. This could have been, they're also saying be careful with your moolah, be careful with your, how you're doing things. Again, that's not financial advice. They're just referencing it. But it's more to do with vibration of sharing and exchanging and doing those things, because you do have a contract here. You do have a judgment, and you could be a little bit blind as to how this is going to come about. But I actually see a lot of opportunities coming. I just really feel at this point in time you could be needing a little bit of permit time, needing a little bit of downtime. I'm actually feeling as though you may not have a lot of time to be at home. I do get a visitor coming in. I don't know why I'm hearing, let's give them something to talk about. There's going to be some tongue sparking. Something could go down to cause such. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in the mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. Yeah, the yellow chakra, this can be some inner child work coming up again. I do really pick that you could be tired. I do feel as well, you're picturing the co-creativity. Instead of problems-orientated stories, I will tell solution-orientated stories. Yeah, you may see, if you could do anything, it's told you twice. Both cards are saying the same thing. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in the mind. The heart is the gateway to the soul. It's like there could be a problem you're looking at. Being transparent, having empathy with yourself. Expressing maybe how you got hurt or what's right and what's wrong, But again, instead of problem-orientated stories, I will tell solution. So this could be a person that you're having issues with communication, and you could be getting emotional over it. They could be like, I really don't know what you want from me. I'm getting really confused. And it's like both of you are actually saying the same thing, but you're not actually realizing it. This person actually wants some instructions. They want you to have the courage to say what you need to say. And just to lay it out, sometimes we need to repeat. What I do get is if you nurture that story, I think you're going to have a better outcome. By knowing what you don't want, it gives you clarity on what you do want. So stop talking about what you don't want. I was trying to do it the other day and I was thinking, shit, I'm pretty negative at the moment. But I was conscious of it. And I think that if we have that consciousness, both of you keep pulling back together, but it's almost like, you know, you're looking over each other's shoulder, you're being protective, but it's like you're saying the same thing, you're just not listening. Neither one of you are listening to each other. Again, I'm getting the rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow. There is this breakthrough, but they are saying the key to this is it could be through, you know, through your cooking, through your creativity. This person loves your creativity. And again, the ego, there's a purge of the ego here. They're also saying stop telling yourself bad stories. Don't get paranoid. Don't get worried that you're a terrible person or not deserving of love or whatever it is, because they're saying get out of your head. Also, do things at the moment that are really going to give you some rest. You're going to handle stress levels a lot better. I hope it helps. And we have Char. And I guarantee, I wonder if Char and Stella are here. Char and Stella, you guys say Stella probably will be. I'll never know. It's almost lunchtime over here, heck. Which technically it should be my dinner. Should it? Or lunchtime? Yeah, maybe lunchtime. 2 a.m. Char. Woke up at 2 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was wide awake. I was like, what the hell am I going to do at 2 a.m.? Put some wood on the fire. Made myself a cuppa. And it is getting cool over here now. Okay, you got a biddy here. You get a biddy. Who's this person that keeps pissing you off, Char? Is there a person in your circle or friends or school or something? There is a person who interferes and puts their 2 cents. Well, it could be a sibling. Sleep has been crazy. You're telling me about it. Or Jupiter and Gemini for you. You're going to feel like you've got too much on your plate. Lots of changes. Passion. Have you been inclined to do something lately? Have you been meditating upon something and then going back and forth and then saying, no, I'm not going to do it? Because they're saying do it. This is something that you have maybe denied wanting to do, but all of a sudden it's like you're changing your mind. Okay? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I feel it's to do with intuition and going into a circuit. It's like it feels like a reactive message. It feels like you are about to do something that you feel can transform it. But again, you're trying to have the courage. You're looking at it and you're like, do I? Don't I? You do want to have more fun. Lots of opportunities are going to present themselves to you. I just get there's a biddy here. If you chart, like the cards look negative, but your vibration feels okay, could you have gone through a purge of potential? This could have been like anger to do with the past and things to that degree. But I kind of feel you're moving out of this funk. If there was a funk, you're moving out of it. I'm not saying this is a permanency. I also get that there are some people in your life that could be quite nosy. They're trying to know things that are going on with you. You're pretty private. You're pretty selective about who you let in. I also do feel a person who is going to stir your passion. This person also can be coming through in your dream state. Sometimes you wish that it was easier to get over this person. You wish you didn't have chemistry with them. It would have made it very easy to proceed forward. This person feels exactly the same. There's many times they feel that there's a lot of passion and chemistry between you. But I'm also getting a real busybody here. And I don't know who this person is. This could be somebody that you might have to endure this week. And I feel as though you'll be quite patient. But again, it's saying, don't forget what the card was saying. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what you feel's right. Like, if you need to say something, say it. I'm sure you'll say it with a sense of love or with great pleasure in revenge, even though revenge is a dish served cold, best, you know. I'm seeing this as more a statement piece, but there's a pushback. So whoever does kind of piss you off a little bit, I feel you will take a tactical approach. You're going to say what you need to say, and there's going to be some space. I don't feel you're going to be nasty. I don't think it's in your bones. I also do see some money coming in for you. And look, I am getting the one thing I'm getting is to care for your wellness. If you've been feeling run down or off, go get it checked. The other is you may not be quite prepared when you do bump into a particular individual. I'm going to pull a clarifier on this, but they're saying you could be unprepared for something. Now, that could be a statement piece. I'm unprepared for BS, but I feel as though it's more to do with the surprise that is coming. They keep saying, though, you're going to come from the heart. You're going to say what you need to say. You're going to be pretty darn authentic. Yeah, it's a surprise. You're not going to be ready for it. It's going to be a surprise. Do I think you have the tools? Yes, I do. But whatever this is that is coming towards you, it's going to be quite surprising. This even could be, like I said, just bumping into somebody or getting some news through the grapevine and gossip. If you're guided to do something, trust your instincts, because it's saying you've been pausing and reflecting upon this, but you keep going back and forth. They're actually saying that you will actually address this on this occasion, but trust your instincts when you're ready to. Stella, last but not least, we do have the next super chat in the members. July is a little bit different because I will be doing content, so the super chats are being staggered, but they're all scheduled. Tell me something good, please. You're going to be tired and you're going to enjoy your pillow. Tell you something good. Let's see what's coming through, Stella. Yeah, there's been some hard things going on between, you know, a couple of moons back and now still up for Libras. It has been pretty hard. It's been challenging. You know what's funny? You've got two karmic cards here, yet you're so gospelly protected, it's disgusting. It's almost like you'll get the juice, you'll get the goss, you'll get the information, but you're very protected. It's almost like you are physically a psychic fly on the wall that gets information. This is what is coming towards you. There is something coming up with the karmic, okay? But you are very protected. You may need to be there for a person for something. The challenges that you're going through at the moment, it feels in several areas. You're having to really think on your feet. And I do feel as you proceed forward through this month, you might still have to. There could be some things happening with your children. We've got the Empress here. You need to look after also your rest and your wellness. There could be news coming through the grapevine of a pregnancy. Yes, it could be through family or it could be other. I do see a bit of bitchiness coming from a karmic. This is like a toxic individual or a person you know through the grapevine, but I just get karmic energy. I do feel there can be, you might have also thought that you might want to change employment. I don't think you're going to do anything yet, but I do think you'll be reflecting upon it. It's like, look at this. You're physically trying to have the strength to do it. You're like, you've got your answer, right? But you've got a time frame of when you're pulling the pin on that. There is movement in another direction. This could be with a co-worker or a partner with their employment, and yours also is changing. You will be earning more money this year, but it could be that you're getting ready to actually change career, change status, change direction. But, you know, even though you know it's going to serve you well, I feel as though you're still doing it. Yeah, probably September, October, November, I see. It's almost like you're saying, I'll just make it to the end of tax. I'll make it to the end of Christmas. Like you're changing the goalpost, but you haven't changed your mind. Do you get what I'm saying? Do I see more money coming in? Yes, I do see some resolutions and solutions, but you might need to hold on a little bit longer. But it was going to be a choice that you were going to anyway. I do. I do. You do have Lady Luck there because Jupiter's transited into your sign. But again, we're going to have to look for it. You're going to have to look for that luck. You're going to have to apply yourself because Jupiter in Gemini isn't its detriment, but it is still, if you put the work in, you're going to get what out of it you put in. And currently at the moment we have Saturn and Pisces. So at the moment you will second guess yourself. You will second guess yourself because it's going retrograde. Reflect upon it. But again, change is happening even if we don't want to change. You got Scorpio placements, you know this well. Change is happening even if you don't want to. So trust your instincts, honor your needs through your soul, your body, your mind, and allow universe to bring those solutions to you. And, you know, tune into them. Do a bubble chart. Write down in a diary what your plans are and what your goals are. I feel as though it will be quite positive. I feel you'll have a break first, and I do see a break coming in for you, and then I see some shifting happening. The direction, I do see you physically between now and next year getting a house. This could be a physical move of a house, sale of a house, and then move of a house, but it does feel move of environment. It is going to be something that is more suitable for your needs for you moving forward. Okay, we'll pull you a romance card, a chakra card, and an Abraham Hicks card. I don't see anything negative there, Stella. It looks positive, my love. It looks positive. Let's see. You got two. My body is continually responding to my thoughts. I think you're really stressed. Okay? There's a lot of stress. There's high heart chakra. Be okay with resting. Be okay with getting to a point that if you need to do something differently, you know, you're looking after your body, looking after your mind, looking after your stress. I can be healthy and a joyful person. Yes, so you're trying to balance between work, play, and responsibility. And it's been really challenging the last few years. I feel with the retrogrades, it's going to aid you to get back into balance. And you can be a bit defiant where, you know, there's this pushback of going, I just want to do it now. I want to do it now. So just be aware when you get home, maybe go into no white noise, go into meditation to unwind. Take your shoes off, connect to the ground. Maybe have a bath if you need to. Put some headphones on and just get away from everything so you physically can desensitize. Because sometimes we can be overly stimulated and it's affecting our vibration and giving us panic attacks. So if we can have those tools that we can get ourselves grounded. A lot of the stress that Libras usually can deal with, we're going to have a better ability, literally, look at this, to juggle that shit. You get what I'm saying? But when it's too much, you've got to desensitize. You need to back up, you know, rest, recoup, recover. And then from a vibration point of view, you can then do what you need to do moving forward. And I think that's going to help, Stella. Cat naps. Churning out of work after you get home. Yeah. Yeah, see, Twin likes is really loud music to unwind, and it depends on the context. Like if I've had a full-on day, whatever it be, I unwind, I go into silence, but it's not, it's just, you know, unwinding really. Or to really piss them off, I'll play classical. Okay. What does Stella need to know, please? Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, both you and that individual are going through the same thing. So, you know, if you need to feel sorry for yourself, be okay with that. It's okay to go, shit, life is hard. It's hard. But we do have support and help here. Okay. You are protected, though. Yeah, you are going to manifest quite beautiful things, and especially where it comes to your romantic life. But I think at the moment, you know, you've been here before. You've been here before and you were like, oh, you know, because you got manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Seems towards the path, right? And then getting into balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of agreeing. So it could be from a relationship point of view, trying to do something and you're like, it's traditional, this is what I've got to do. It feels like, again, I just keep getting chalk and cheese. Sometimes we come back to doing the same thing over and over again till we can reach acceptance that there's something that's changed within us. There's something that, if I'm wanting to manifest this miracle, I'm part of that polarity. A great relationship is one of both support and challenges. So it's, you know, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay? So there is a lot to do with love here. You can feel very much like you're alone, but they're actually saying you're not alone. Okay? A, I would say TF is going through a similar thing. B, it can be that you do have some major choices, but you need to be rested before you make them. I hope that helps, my love. I will see you guys in the members soon. I will put up a blog post when I'm ready to come live to you guys. I'll try and do some maybe during the week. If I do have time today, I will. Otherwise, I will see you as per schedule and session. Don't forget that we do have a members public. We've got the public super chat and we've got the members super chat. They have extra additions and the bonuses. It's actually in the dark. So you can ask those interesting private questions. Try to get your super chats in on schedule. I do put the info in the blog post so that you have the key dates, both for the members and public. And by clicking on the bell of the sessions, you will get notified. I'll see you for the next session. Take care.